in your life like the football coach of a college team who ruins his life by having sex with the woman who chaperoned his wife on game days. This is the Educated Ignorance Podcast on the Four Frequency Sake Podcast Network, presented by Ryan Allison Tattoo and Durham Remodeling. I'm Joe Winkle. I'm joined by Nick Brinks. Nick, unlike Sharon Moore, you and I are faithful to our significant others. And we are not gonna crash out once things end and threaten to kill ourselves and then get put in jail while also sliding in the DMs of OnlyFans models. Sometimes you just lose your mind, Nick. It's a little crazy, you know.
What a week in Michigan, huh?
What a week. And then people go on Twitter and say, "Man, he's got mental health. Who are we to judge him? He's not right. He's going through some stuff mentally. No, he's just horny, guys. Sharon Moore's just horny. Okay? He just really enjoyed sticking his thing into orifices that didn't belong to him. And that's it. Sometimes men are like that, guys. Sometimes men are
he's in the wrong profession. He might as well have gone into politics. It's okay in there. You could be president.
Exactly. Yes. And it's, not just our current one. There's a multitude of them that did that, I did not have I can't do a Clinton impersonation. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I am a little disappointed, though, that you didn't say back in your life like a 44-year-old quarterback deciding to get off the couch this weekend, looking more like us than you and playing some football.
Yeah. Out here, he's got a little gut, got a little action.
Hey,
But,
I watched him I saw his pregame warm-up down on the field, and I'm like, respect the dad bod.
Bro, he's full dad bod.
Like, dude,
he's full commitment.
You look way more like me than I would have ever figured I'd see on a football field.
Hey, you have to respect the Phil Rivers dad bod. You have to admire what he's out here doing, for the people. Nick, the people.
And I know we'll talk about the game, but to come off the couch 5 years later against one of the best defenses in the league, and you lead a game-winning drive, you led the whole game pretty much. It's not like he went out and lit the world on fire. He played about as average as you could have expected a quarterback to play, but he didn't make mistakes. He did just enough to keep getting first downs when they needed him. Threw a touchdown pass, by golly. And just wasn't meant to be. And then they had one last chance at the end, and he did throw a pick. But we got the full Philip Rivers experience. I saw a tweet a little bit earlier, and it said, watching Philip Rivers throw a game-ending interception going into 60 minutes. What is this, 2011?
Bro, I text when he got the ball back after Myers hit his 19th field goal on the day. I texted my group chat. I was like, guys, death, taxes, Philip Rivers getting the ball back, down a score with less than 2 minutes to go. We are back, baby.
Oh man, it would have been so cool to see him win that game today. I think that would have been the cherry on top of what has been a really fun, weird, wild, exciting story for the last week. In Indiana, things are a little bit better than they're going in Michigan this week. Just not quite the outcome they were hoping for, but no, I signed me up. I was excited. I didn't get to watch much of it, just what was ever on NFL Network throughout the day, but good on him. He can still sling it, even if he's 44.
He let it rip. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk some ball. We're going to just get right into it. Today was kind of sad, and by kinda I mean really sad. Two of the probably 5 or 6 best players alive pretty much just had their seasons and the next season end. Patrick Mahomes, not only did the Chiefs' season end today because they lost, which we'll talk about the game and we'll talk about that in a moment. They lost, and the cherry on top of the dick punch flavored sundae, pretty on the final drive, Mahomes extended the play, rolled out, kind of just got tackled, and his knee popped. And it was confirmed today that he blew his ACL out. and only to be topped later in the day. Packers are playing in Denver. Micah Parsons comes off the edge, gets by his tackle, goes to sack Bo Nix. Bo Nix kind of moves out of the way slightly, plants the left leg, and it's in slow motion, and you just see it. If I don't know if you've seen it, the slow motion close up of it, but you can just see his shin go, and he blows his ACL.
Oof.
Devontae Adams either blew or re-strained a hamstring injury, which is serious, but not as serious as these two, considering it's two of the five best players in the league. Micah Parsons, who kind of reshaped the Packers defense and made them a true elite Super Bowl contender. And Patrick Mahomes, who, yes, the Chiefs, let's say, like, even if they would have found a way to win today with Mahomes coming back, it would have been a long road to even get to the playoffs this year for them. But regardless, the best player in the league, his season is over. They're not making the playoffs, and now he's probably not going to play next season either. That's the player on a team who's gone to 7 straight AFC title games and 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls. They've won 3 of them. So, yeah, pretty crazy. We'll start with the Chiefs. Yeah, not great. We talk a lot. We're going to talk a lot of shit, not at Chiefs fans or anything. So DJ, don't fire us yet. But we're just going to talk in general about the Chiefs as a whole. But I just wanted to start on this. Like, it sucks. It sucks that this is how it ends. And now next year is is going to be compromised, and they probably won't have them all next year. It's pretty crazy that those are two pretty crazy stories to come out of today.
I don't know what's worse, for it to happen essentially when, the season was going to be over, whether he was healthy or not at that point, or for it to happen when you need him and you're going to make a run. It's like, it's tough either way, but for it to essentially have happened when they had such a small chance of even making the playoffs and the game was not over, he certainly could have led a game-winning drive. That's just got to be a tough pill to swallow. In the hierarchy of terrible times to get injured, up big, late in the game, meaningless, you don't need to risk it being out there. That's probably up there. And now to be injured for, like you said, next season's probably in jeopardy. It's tough. I mean, obviously they had a down year, and Mahomes last week was kind of a microcosm of the way their season's gone. Just was not good last week. He had some receivers just completely shit the bed, and that turned into interceptions and things like that. So those weren't necessarily on him, but something's been off with the team all year. And I guess it's almost, if it could have happened any season, this was the season for this to happen. Just everything that can go wrong is now officially going wrong for Kansas City. And this will be tough to come back from, no doubt. Be curious to see how far into next season this impacts. Is it the Gardner Minshew show for a while or what? But no, tough to see somebody who's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer go down like that. And it's unfortunate for sure.
It's very unfortunate. And for them, you're now at this point, now it's like next year obviously is what it is. I mean, they're 9 months till the season starts. Can Patrick Mahomes go full Adrian Peterson? I'm sure they're not even thinking about that today. Here's when you look at the game aspect of today, I think just games like today kind of show maybe this injury, it's not good, but it can maybe speed run a process and stop this team from lying to itself. Like, that's kind of what I've been trying to say all day, at least in my brain. Like, okay, if I was a Chiefs fan, aka when I text DJ, what am I trying to tell him to be like, okay, this sucks, but you know what? Like, here's what needs, because let's be real here. last year, like this season has been a joyless season. Like, has there been like the only really great, fun, awesome, hey, let's all puff our chest out, let's be happy we're the Chiefs moment was when they kicked the shit out of Baltimore in what was that, like week 5, week 4, whatever that was. Outside of that, this season for the Chiefs has sucked ass. And for Kansas City, in the regular season at least last year, yeah, you won 15 games, but last season was a pretty joyless season also because every game was excruciating. Because every game was like, the team looks. It was just not. It was just a very dumb season. Like that's just what it is. What it is. So you're coming off of 2 straight years where you are an incredibly flawed team. One year you found immaculately stupid ways to win, and it's not easy. It's a skill. This year, regression kicked you so hard in the dick you got sent to the rings of Saturn. Here's the thing now though. Maybe this can force this team to understand how flawed they are and to find out what they can do to fix their mistakes. Because their offensive line has some issues. Their receivers, like people can sit here and be like Xavier Worthy on the Chiefs, blah blah blah. Rashee Rice is fine. Like they don't have good enough skill players. Travis Kelce's been washed for 2 years now. None of their running backs are good. Their defense is vastly overrated compared to what it used to be, and this team needs a massive, massive reset, and maybe this is something that can make it happen. That's the only angle I can kind of pick at this from a depressing point for Kansas City.
They had their cake. They got to eat it too. And now, you got a stomach ache and you got to regroup and see what happens tomorrow.
I feel like for this Chiefs team, like today showed me that this team is just incredibly not close enough. As unfortunately, again, because Restream is terrible, I'm unable to pull these comments up. But Jordan is in the chat. He said, "DJ, you listening? R.I.P. Chiefs Dynasty." Jordan Rangel feeling good about himself finally. Hi, Jordan. It's nice to see you. Welcome back to the train. The Vikings looked really good tonight. JJ McCarthy out here. He was balling. I got to be honest. But for Kansas City, man, there's just so many things that I feel like there's a point where them not being as that I feel like there's a point where the Chiefs not being as cutthroat as the Patriots in certain aspects, their dynasty is maybe what has kind of hindered them. Like, think of some of the players that they've had that maybe they've kind of held on to, right? That the Patriots back then would have just been like, nah, fuck it, get out of here. I think the Chiefs have not. Now, listen, the Patriots didn't, at least in the second half, like the later stages, their drafts weren't that good. But I don't think the Chiefs have drafted incredibly well. Over the last few years, I thought they've hit some home runs with certain spots, but I feel like Veach has they have completely missed on some guys and some key picks. This is an incredibly flawed roster, and we are at the stage where this season turned into the year where the only thing that they did well was employ Patrick Mahomes. You know what that makes you? The fucking Chargers, because that's the only thing the Chargers have done well for a half decade is employ Justin Herbert. So the Chiefs became the Chargers this year, and unfortunately now the guy you employ that we're talking about, his season is done. So the Chiefs are in trouble. Look, Jordan Rangel said John Cena gave up, so did the Chiefs. That unfortunately is kind of funny. But hey, at the end of the day, this does suck for the Chiefs. For the Chargers, hey man, keep finding ways, right? Holy shit. 9, what are they? 10-4. They're pretty much play. I mean, can we pretty much say, let me do this. Let me do a little math here. how many teams would you be willing to snap call lock into the playoffs right now? Denver's obviously clinched
I was gonna say, I gotta
the. Did
pull
they
up
clinch
the
the playoffs or
30.
the division? Denver's the only team. Denver and the Rams are the only two teams that have clinched a playoff spot.
Okay, let me see here. Um, that's tough because in both, I mean, at least in the NFC, the 2 and the 7 just keep flip flopping, which just shows
Yep.
you how much of a cluster that is.
It really is. Yeah.
You win the division, you're the 2. You lose, you're not even going to be the 5. You're going to be the 7.
And the Niners just keep fucking winning.
Yeah, they are taking care of business. So, Patriots. I feel good about the Jags. I know they're only a game up on the Texans. Well, they still play though, right?
No, they play twice.
Oh, they've already played twice?
The Jags play the Colts again though. They go to
Okay.
Indy in a couple weeks.
Okay.
The Jags closing
pretty-
the Jags closing stretch of games is very interesting. At least their next two. They go to Denver and to Indy. Their next two games.
That's not the easiest thing in the world, but I don't know. They're just playing. They're playing so well right now. I feel like they've gotten over their little speed bump mid-season.
The only team wild card wise that I think though can probably get them is Indianapolis. Unless Miami wins tomorrow, then Miami would have to win out, and then the Jags would have to lose out to get to 10-7.
So, totally not your question, but I haven't even looked. What does Miami need to have happen besides win out?
They
like
need
the Texans to lose a couple, or
they need to
I guess
win
they're
out
the
and
lowest
pretty much
hanging fruit.
have someone in front of them. They need a lot of teams in front of them to lose out. Basically, they need Indianapolis to keep losing and Houston to keep losing, or Jacksonville to lose out. Basically, those are like the three most realistic Like, I don't know what happens if Buffalo and Miami finish both 10-7.
All I know is the Bills this week and last week, Miami certainly could have used a couple losses there from Buffalo. I feel like because Buffalo, with them splitting, that had to have opened up some tiebreaker opportunities that they won't get with the Colts because they only played once and they lost. Whereas the Bills could be 8-6 right now, a game ahead of the Dolphins if they didn't have their, late comebacks.
It's crazy that the Bills are like inches away from being 8-6. And the Dolphins could be 7-7 tomorrow if they won in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so that certainly would have been nice. But
that'd be hilarious.
But yeah, no, I think the Patriots make it, Jags make it, Chargers at this point. Honestly, I feel like the AFC field is pretty well set outside of the AFC North. Steelers, Ravens. I mean, that could still flip flop. As much as I'd like to see the Dolphins make it, I'm obviously not holding my breath. And the Colts, valiant effort today, and they're certainly not out of it. I just don't see anybody ahead of them playing badly enough right now where I'm like, yeah, they're going to lose a few and fall out. Everybody, I mean, the Texans are playing really well. They keep winning. Chargers, they keep winning. Jaguars, they keep winning, and it's like, all right, you got the Steelers and you got the Bills. The Bills are still winning, but they're losing for 3 quarters and finding ways to pull it out of their ass in the 4th quarter. So you figure that's just going to keep happening. So I AFC North is about the only big question mark that I have yet on the AFC side.
So what you're saying is, are the Bills rewind. Are the Bills the 2024 Kansas City Chiefs? More on News at 9. Is that what you're saying? They're not. I mean, I'm kidding.
But they have if they can get into if they make the playoffs, which it looks like they will, they don't have the excuse of, we ran into Patrick Mahomes again.
Dude,
if this isn't their year, like, it's not going to be ever.
If they don't win it this year, it's never going to happen. At least if they don't get there.
The funny thing is, to me, this is like the worst Bills team we've seen in like 5 years.
Easily.
because that defense is not good.
They're terrible.
It's a liability.
The Bills are going to make the playoffs, and Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow and maybe Lamar Jackson will all not be in the field.
God, that'll be funny. Aaron Rodgers, Trevor Lawrence, Drake May, Bo Nix, potential top 4 teams and their quarterbacks. Insane.
Pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. Broncos, Pats, Jags, Steelers are the current division leaders. What is this? 2007. Anywho.
And then on the NFC side, I guess I'll do that one really quick. There's not a whole lot of drama there either. You've got the Lions. They need some help.
Basically, you're the only way you're getting drama is if any of these teams on either conference basically die down the stretch that are in. Like, you need someone to lose out.
Are the Packers blinking red lights for you today after losing plus Micah's done? Are they the low-hanging fruit that could fall out?
No. They play Baltimore in 2 weeks. They'll beat Baltimore. I personally think they'll lose on Saturday. And then they'll win that.
Who do they have the rest of the year? They got the Bears.
Bears, Ravens, Vikings. They'll win their last 2 games.
Got it. So, yeah. Just I think the Lions are good enough to sneak in, but yeah, you're going to need someone to fall. And I don't, at least the current wildcard team, Seahawks, 49ers, I don't see either of those two falling out. If anybody's going to fall out, to me, it's the Packers. But again, like you said, their schedule's not.
Do you know?
Terrible. But it's not a cakewalk either. You got to play the Bears and you got to play the Ravens, and I mean, the Ravens are kind of playing Jekyll and Hyde football right now. Some days they're pretty good. Today they weren't too bad. Other days they're not too good either.
Look at you showing love to my boys. Do you know what is helping the Packers? That dumbass tie.
Oh.
The fact that the clock operator in the Dallas game didn't give them some home cooking and run it to 000 when Jordan Love threw a ball in the end zone off Luke Musgrave or Tucker Kraft's ass with 2 seconds left in OT. Because if they were 9-5, even though they swept Detroit, I'd be like, hold on to your butts, bud. But also Detroit ends. They got the Steelers, which is very winnable. They go to Minnesota, which, I mean, should win, but they also lost at home against Minnesota. I don't know. Lions defense right now, I just can't count on anything because their defense is terrible right now.
So it's going to be a Lions-Bills Super Bowl. Is that what you're saying?
Could you imagine?
Going to find a way.
Could you imagine?
Hey, I said it, was it last year or the year before? Like, Bills-Lions was a Super Bowl I was rooting for.
Yeah, we all were.
That would have been fun.
I think deep down I was kind of too. Nah, I kind of wanted the Chiefs to get in still because I wanted to see them have a shot for the 3-peat.
I sure as hell didn't. That was the most enjoyable ass whipping I've ever seen in a Super Bowl.
Mine was when the Bucks blew them out because everyone told me the Bucks were going to lose and the Chiefs had no offensive line, and I was like, yeah, the Bucks are going to beat their ass. And then they did, and I felt really smart. A couple notes. For Green Bay, yeah, I don't think it's going to be like I mean, look, man. The Micah injury, he elevated everyone. It was like the LeBron James effect, you know? You put him on a team with a bunch of good role players, all of a sudden they're great role players and everything works. Their defense doesn't have like a super duper star outside of him. They have good players, but they are, when everything else is kind of equal, they don't operate as well. But so we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's right there today, you know, and this isn't even me bringing up the Micah Parsons injury because I hate it. I know he's on the Packers and I hate the Packers, but I hate the Micah Parsons injury. Like, it sucks, you know, like I don't want to see that happen to anybody. But I will say this, today was a hell of a day for the Bears because the Packers lost and the Lions lost, and that's exactly what the Bears needed to happen. Because
the Vikings won and it didn't really matter.
It did not. I said after they beat Philadelphia, if you split with Green Bay, you win the division. If you split with Green Bay and you beat Detroit, you win the division. And they now, if they beat Green Bay on Saturday, they're a playoff team. I don't know. I think it'll officially clinch them for the playoffs. I don't know if it should, but and then all they have to do is win one of their last 2 games and they win the division, which means they're at least the 2 seed. No, that means they definitely are the 2 seed because they have 10 wins. If they go 2-1 down the stretch, they'll be 12-5. They will win the division and they will be the 2 seed at worst. Probably that's what they'll be, because I don't see the Rams or the Seahawks losing twice. They play each other once. They play each other Thursday. Cannot wait. Oh boy. I will be on the couch with nothing on but a bow tie, and I will be lathered up in baby oil. That will be a doozy. So yeah, great day for the Bears. I feel gutted for Micah though. That sucks, man. He was having an amazing year, and you don't want to see that happen. Funniest media moment of the day goes to Dan Orlovsky, who tweeted a video at 4 o'clock or at 2:30 or 3 o'clock today, saying that Josh Allen should win the MVP award, and then Matthew Stafford proceeded to throw for 400 yards and put up 40 points and win against Detroit.
He said Josh Allen should?
Yes. Josh, he gave no one is more valuable in the NFL than Josh Allen, as James Cook runs for like 1,500 yards and their offensive line is really good. No one is more valuable in the NFL than Josh Allen. No one. No quarterback has ever played the position better than Josh Allen. Uh-oh, he died. Nick died. Oh, God, he's dead. Oh, he's back.
Just had to sneeze.
No one. He didn't want us to see your.
I didn't want you to see that.
No one's ever played the position better than Josh Allen. That's what they always say, bro.
Especially not Dan Orlovsky.
Especially not Dan Orlovsky. Shout out to Josh Allen for being the greatest player to ever play football. So, yeah. Shout out to Matt Stafford. Speaking of that game, the AFC one. Better win or worse loss? Bills Pats.
I say worse loss for this reason. You had the Bills on the ropes, and you can essentially... Now, remind me before I continue this. They were the 1 seed going into today, right?
Technically, yes, because I think they technically own the tiebreaker with the somehow they owned a tiebreaker with Denver.
So I say you win today, and you lock up being in the driver's seat for the conference, and
they would have clinched they would have clinched the division today.
Yeah, and oh shoot, I had it and then I lost it. So you lock up being in the driver's seat, and you're up 21-0. At that point, you're feeling like, all right, we're good. This is Josh Allen. This has been his division for the last handful of years. It's our turn to cement that we are here now. Coach Vrabel is he is he, and Drake May is him. Drake May. And you somehow let them back into the game and you let them win, and now all of a sudden you're still in the driver's seat for the division, but no longer for the conference. And I feel like a win would have gone a lot further for New England today, because I mean, Patriots were the underdogs going into today, as we talked about last week. So, if that game is a 1-score game all day and the Patriots lose by 4, whatever. It's kind of expected, according to the odds anyway. But when you jump out to a 21-0 lead, all of a sudden you've got the pressure to finish it off. The Bills and Josh Allen, they're a team that when you're up 21-0, you got to win that game. They didn't, and now that help. I mean, obviously that helps Buffalo's playoff chances. Not that a win would have knocked them out or anything like that, but you had a chance to at least hurt them a little bit in that regard. But yeah, for essentially that, I say it's a worse loss.
I don't disagree with that.
But you're going to disagree.
No, it's impressive by Buffalo to kind of get yourself off the mat, but that's a tough loss for New England. Now, listen, their offensive line's still dinged up. They should hopefully be back for the playoffs. Will Campbell, especially their left tackle that they drafted last year. So we'll see. We're going to see with them, but like regardless, just tough because there's this question that'll come. Like at the end of the day, you play your schedule. I'm never going to be. Especially because they went into Buffalo and won. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, we're gonna go into the playoffs. They're gonna be the 2 seed, and we're gonna sit here and I'm at least gonna be like, are they really worth being the 2 seed? Like they're probably gonna be underdogs in their first round game, depending on who they play. Especially if it's like Houston. Which, by the way, can I offer you a little spice? Can I offer you a little 6-1 Houston Texans to win the AFC? I'm feeling it. I'm Nick. I'm in.
I can't come. I'm not. I will not argue against the Texans. If you can find good odds on that, I don't hate that.
Who would have thought for the Texans to actually give us hope? All that they needed to do was start off terribly, look like complete and utter dog water for 2.5 months. CJ Stroud then gets hurt. They rip off a bunch of wins in a row. CJ comes back. They basically end the Chiefs season. And now we're sitting here like, oh, they've won 8 in a row. They're 9-5. 3 of those are from Davis Mills. And they're the hottest. They're not the hottest team per se in the league because Denver's won, I think, 10 or 11 in, what is it, 10 in a row, 11 in a row?
I think 11 now.
11 in a row. That's what Denver's won. Yeah, they've won 11 in a row. But Houston's won 6 in a row. And I am sitting here thinking, I think they're hotter because they've beaten a couple better teams. Now, what Denver has done is pretty impressive. Like, we didn't really talk much about their side of this. Like, at the end of the day, for Denver, I was never questioning them to the most, like, a lot. I wouldn't have picked them to go to the Super Bowl. But because it's like, at the end of the day, I have to see Bo Nix in a playoff game, you know? But at the end of the day, like, how many times do I have to say at the end of the day? Jesus Christ, fuck me. But
at the end of the day, somebody might.
But at the end of the day, you are going to have to go to Denver to win. The AFC goes through them, and that's pretty tough. Whether you're the Patriots, whether it's Houston, whoever it is, like that's not an easy road to navigate. And I think that had to be Denver's path if they wanted to legitimately be a Super Bowl contender, was the AFC road goes through them. And it's going to, barring some really stupid shit in the final 3 weeks of the season.
Was beating Green Bay a rubber stamp on the Broncos being good? Or is do you still feel like the jury's still out?
No, they're rubber stamped for being good. Like, that's impressive. I was worried. I was questioning, like, should I, like, if I was betting this, would I take Denver? Because, like, should they really be underdogs? But also I thought Green Bay was a bit of a weight class ahead of them. Not a full one, but just like enough, you know? Like a heavyweight versus a light heavyweight. Not a huge difference, but a bit of a difference. And, you know, Green Bay started off hot, scored on their first 5 drives, had to settle for some field goals. But once Denver's defense settled in, they started kicking Green Bay's ass. Now, not only did Micah Parsons get hurt, I don't know the extent of it, but Christian Watson went down too. And that is just as tough because, like, he was playing really, really good. And, like, he, to me, is their most dangerous player on offense that isn't Jordan Love. Because he is just a schematic, like, game changer for them. He's their man beater. He's the guy you can trust to just kind of throw up and let him go get it. Or you can throw a little quick ball to him. Like, think of the 2 touchdowns he scored against Chicago last week. It was on 3rd down, deep crosser against man, touchdown. Third down and short, little rub route slant, 2 yards, caught it, 50-yard touchdown. Like, those are the types of plays that he can make. He's never going to go out there and be a 9 catches for 130 yards and 2 tutties guy. He's going to be like 4 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown because he's just an explosive play machine. And if he's actually like he re-aggravates this injury, if he's out for a while, like, that's brutal. You know, not having Micah obviously sucks, but for him too, man, like, that's tough. Like, and I think Golden and Reed are fine. I think they're good players, but you can't really trust them on a down-to-down basis to be like, you know, and like Dontavian Wicks, he has the rest of their receivers are just so up and down, you know, like it's never here's consistency. It's, you know, he has a game like he has against the Bear or against the Lions where it's 7 for 94 and 2 touchdowns and the 4th down conversion to end it. Or he has games like the last 2 weeks where he has 2 total catches and 6 yards in the last 2 games. So, or 1 total catch and 6 yards, in the last 2 games. It's up and down, man. It's just up and down. But for Denver, no, I had felt like they were good. Like I'm probably still not going to pick them to make the Super Bowl, but like I said, like for them to get to this point, today's win is like a proof of concept that they can be at home. The home crowd can be a factor. The home elements can be a factor. Their defense rips. And once they settled in, they kind of handled Green Bay for like the majority of the second half of that game. What was it? Jacobs had that like 60-yard or 50-yard touchdown run. And then after that.
Also had a hell of a grab for a touchdown.
And then after that second touchdown he had, Green Bay kind of didn't do nothing for like 2 hours. So.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Shout out to everyone who said today was a trap game for the Bears. I thought that was hilarious. They win by 1 million. Just wanted to throw that out there. Let me see. The Jags are playing really well. Trevor Lawrence career high 5 touchdowns. You mentioned that they've been better since their little speed bump. Or 6? Did he have 5 or 6? He had 5. He's been really good. He had 6 because he ran one in. He's been really good. They've been really good. They are on all strides right now. Eagles get a good get back game. Saints at home. Holy Christmas! No one wants to win the NFC South. Shout out to Shucky Ducky for 99 draw foul rating there at the end of the game. But threw for 272 yards. I feel like they kind of have to run him to start. Like, they're not going to get pick 1 now, so you're not going to get Freddie Mendoza. I feel like you kind of have to let Shuck start next year. At least, like, you can have another quarterback, but he's not playing terrible. Like,
he came up big for me last week when I took his anytime touchdown.
He's thrown for 230. He's basically thrown for 240 or more yards in 4 of his 6 starts. 4 of his 7 starts. The other 2 were against the Bucs where he wasn't that good. But Todd Bowles also just kind of massacres young quarterbacks. But also they won one of those games where he ran for 2 touchdowns? Yeah. Against the Bucs last week. Like, I'm not sitting here saying Tyler Shuck, top 15 quarterback. I'm just saying, like, I think he's earned being their training camp starter next year. So good for him. Never would have thought that was a like even in the realm of possibilities.
Leave it to the Saints to be the one team that's playing like they want to win that division.
No kidding. Carolina had it all to play for, man. If they would have won today, they could have split the Bucs games and won the division. No matter what happened. I don't know how the tiebreaker rules now because, like, I think the Saints win would have, like, helped the tie. Like, I don't know what the difference is now. So you'd have to get someone to explain it to me. They probably have to.
I was going to say now I'm sure splitting still helps Tampa Bay more than the Panthers. And
Yeah, so like if Carolina goes 1-2 down the stretch, well, I guess no, they're 7-7. So if they go 1-2 and Tampa Bay goes 2-1, then they win the division.
yeah,
What is Tampa Bay's non-Panthers game? It's at Miami. And Miami it's 2 games for them. Miami probably will be eliminated by then unless they're 8-7. No, yes. If the Dolphins are 8-7, then maybe they're still alive. Maybe. So, yeah. Tough world to live in. If you're Carolina, man. Because their non-Bucks game is Seattle, who is trying to get the 1 seed. So, but hey, fun. Hey. So basically, we know who the 1 and the 5 seed are going to be in the NFC. Like everything else in the NFC is like, it's like a blender. They did a cool graphic on Fox today. It's like a blender every week. Remember how last week the Bears went from 1-7, then they went from 7-2, and basically flipped the Packers. Like everything other than the 1 and the 5 seed, which is the 2 NFC West teams, the Rams and the Seahawks, it's just this every week. You shake it up, you throw it out, and it's like, here's a new set of teams in this order. Who would you rather be? Would you rather be the 1 seed and have the bye and home field, or would you be the 5 seed and have to play the NFC South winner in round 1?
I mean, chances are probably pretty good if you're the 5. You still got to play the 1 the next week, though.
Exactly. Most likely. Now, I will say this. If I was definitely Seattle, I'm dying to get that 1 seed, because if I'm Seattle, it's like the same thing. I think if Seattle is the 5, we'll get to guess the lines after this point. And I think you'll agree with me. Tell me if I'm crazy on this. LA, in my opinion, both teams can win either as the 1 or the 5. LA can especially do it either way. Like 1 or the 5, you'll feel good that they can win the Super Bowl going from there. For Seattle, I think they would much rather prefer. It's kind of the same path as Denver. Conference runs through you. Incredible home field. Your defense rips. You know what I mean? Like, that's the path.
Yeah, when you look at the Seahawks and the Rams, who is home field advantage more important for? And it's 100% Seattle, because the home field advantage. With LA, half of their stadium is visiting fans anyway, so playing at home isn't necessarily an advantage for them. They can take or leave wherever they go. So yeah, I agree in the sense that home field advantage is much more important for Seattle's path than it is for the Rams. The one team that we're kind of ignoring, and they still play the Seahawks, 49ers, not out of the realm of possibility to be in the conversation here for at least the 5. The 1 might be a stretch.
If they won out, it would get very interesting.
They are 1 game back of the 1 seed themselves. Now, I'm sure tiebreakers don't go their way. I don't know. But and they do have to play the Bears, and they do wrap up the season with the Seahawks. And then this week, oh my goodness, we get to watch Grandpa Phil Rivers on Monday Night Football. Sign me up next week. That'll be fun. Prime time.
Hey, man, shout out to them.
While you were talking about the Texans a little bit ago, as 6-1 to win the AFC or whatever it was, I got to looking and I'm like, 2 teams that would be kind of in a similar boat. They had quarterback injuries midway through the season, and they're playing really good football. Houston 49ers 70-1 Super Bowl matchup.
Okay, but if that happens, Davis Mills and Mac Jones have to be the quarterbacks for the game.
At least go out for the coin toss.
Yes. Like, in honor of the 2 men that helped get us here.
Yes.
We would be nothing without you both.
Oh,
Literally, if you guys wouldn't have been moderately competent, we would have been fucked.
if it wasn't for you guys, we would have had to go sign a 57-year-old retired Dan Marino.
Yeah, there we go. They would have brought oh God, what's his name? They would have brought David Carr back.
David Carr and Jeff Garcia.
Yeah, Matt Schaub or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Jeff Garcia. That's a good pull. Shout out.
Would have
Jeff
given Colin Kaepernick a call.
Hey, listen. He could run around a lot. That's for sure. Yeah. No, I'm ecstatic for Thursday's game. That game's going to be a doozy. Matt Stafford minus 4 something, more 410 to win the MVP. My bad, I lied. Minus 250 to win MVP. Can you take a guess who is all tied? Can you name the 4 players tied for 4th in the MVP race, all at 100 to 1?
4th?
Yes.
So give me the top 3.
Matt Stafford, Drake May, Josh Allen.
Number 4.
It is 3 quarterbacks and a receiver.
Okay, I was going to say Jackson Smith and Jigba.
He is one of them, yes.
Looking at the playoff picture here.
We have talked
Trevor
about
Lawrence?
Correct.
Okay. You can't put there's no chance in hell Caleb Williams is up there.
No, he's
Jordan Love?
No, he's 150 to 1 too. Yeah, no.
Herbert?
Nope, he's 150 to 1.
Okay. So we're looking down further here. I mean, it can't be Bo Nix either, right? He's not playing well enough for that.
It is Bo Nix.
Okay, I got to look up his numbers because that seems wrong. 23 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 63% of his passes. Yeah, that's just give the award to the quarterback on the best team in a nutshell. Okay, then who the hell is left? No way it's Jalen Hurts.
No.
He just intercepted and fumbled on the same play again.
Be nice they won today.
Arnold?
Correct.
Okay,
so those are.
I mean, I would give it.
It's Stafford with the bullet, obviously.
Of those 4 right now, if I had to pick one, who should finish 4th in the MVP voting? Let me look at Trevor Lawrence's numbers. He's at least playing pretty well right now. I mean, he's hot. Overall, his numbers are worse than Bo Nix. Okay, I take that back. Now, over the last 3 weeks, he's been really good. 9 touchdowns, no interceptions. Let me look up Sam Darnold. I just got to see these 3 all side by side. Yeah, Darnold's in the same ballpark. So now,
oh my God, I just saw the most hilarious comeback player of the year.
Phillip Rivers.
He's 2nd.
Behind Burrow or what?
Behind Christian McCaffrey.
What's he coming back from?
He basically missed all last year due to
that's true.
Double knee tendonitis. He had contagious knee tendonitis, bro.
Okay. Yeah, looking at Stafford's numbers, that clicks. Drake May. I mean, no, in no world would I take Drake May over Stafford right now. Even if, half of his touchdowns are from the 1-yard line.
Hey, bro, you gotta to have a bunch of touchdown passes from the 1-yard line. You gotta be able to you gotta make some throws, bro. Go look at all. If I showed you a highlight reel of all of them, which I've watched it, by the way, you'd be like, okay, I'm not hating on this because these are like there's a couple variety of you turn, you fake the handoff, you roll out, dude's naked, wide open. But there's some where it's just like, bruh, you basically handed it to the guy.
Of all the guys that you just listed, he has like 10 plus touchdowns on all of them, fewer interceptions, and he's a 1 seed. Like he's he's checked all the boxes for me.
Oh yeah, easily. No,
Yeah.
Stafford's having an
Honestly, I'm
amazing year.
surprised it's only minus 250. To me, that's a bigger advantage. But one thing I hate about the MVP award too is the last game of the regular season, or the last 2 weeks, or the last 3 weeks. People weigh that way too much. Like, in the grand scheme of things, the first 3 games should have the same impact as the last 3 games.
I don't mind where it's
So
at.
I just basically
I would disagree if it went to May, but I don't mind that it's close-ish. So, all right, you ready to guess some lines?
Mhm.
Let's get it. Thursday night, we've mentioned it a few times. Oh baby, oh boy, I cannot wait. Rams at Seahawks. Butter me up and call me Brisket Billy. This first game was a Sam Darnold disaster class, and they still had a chance to win the game. So I'm ecstatic, to say the least. Nicholas, lead us off, my friend.
I was reading a message. Give me the game again.
Flint Tropics at the Bourbon Bowl Broncos.
Okay, Thursday night football.
Yeah.
All right.
What was the team name that Waterboy played for? We're going to the Bourbon Bowl.
God damn. I know they're orange.
Hey,
and it's
Siri.
It's the last game of the season. Can't hold anything back.
What team did Bobby Boucher play for? No. God damn it. She gave me a hockey player named
Hey,
Bobby
Alexa.
Boucher.
What team did Bobby Boucher play for in Waterboy?
From Wikipedia.org. Bobby Boucher is a socially inept, stuttering
Bobby Boucher.
man serving as the water boy for the University of Louisiana football program. He lives with his
University of Louisiana.
His mother, Helen, and believes his father, Robert Sr.
But that doesn't tell me what their mascot is.
While serving in the Peace Corps back in the 1960s. As the players constantly bully Bobby, the Cougars' head coach, Red Bewley, fires him for being disruptive.
Oh yeah, it's the South Central Louisiana State University Mud Dogs.
Central Louisiana.
Alexa, off. Oh yeah, the Mud Dogs.
We're going to the Bourbon Bowl.
The Bourbon Bowl.
So yes, the Bourbon Bowl on Thursday night. Seahawks Rams in Seattle. What are you looking at?
Oh, a space heater.
Oh. You are in the basement.
So, fun story. I noticed that we had an outlet in our kitchen, our dining room looked like it was kind of burnt.
Oh.
And I was like, is that outlet burnt? And that was the same outlet that a space heater had been plugged into the other day.
Uh-oh.
And I noticed that the space heater had a melted and black prong on it. So I have replaced the outlet, and now I'm looking at this other space heater to see if that we can bring this one upstairs to use. But no, this will be a fun game. How'd the first game turn out? I don't remember. I don't have that in front of me.
As I said before, the first meeting was a Sam Darnold disaster class.
Okay.
And they still had a chance to win the game at the end.
Okay, I missed that part.
God, get it together, Nicholas.
I know, right? Home team's really good. Rams are really good.
By the way, I lead 7-4 to did I win last week? Oh, we tied last week. Did we really tie last week?
I think so. That sounds right.
Yeah, we did.
Let's go Seahawks 1.5.
You got it wrong. I said LA 1.5, and it is LA 1.5.
That was my other side of the coin.
Yeah. So you knew it was. So
I figured it was going to be 1.5 either way, but I didn't go far enough.
So you knew it was in the Tic Tac. You just
felt like it.
You didn't put it in the right Tic Tac. You wronged the Tic Tac. What is it? 89 to 73. 80. Oh God, 73, 89. How many ties is this? 61. That's 61 ties. That's a lot.
Mhm.
All right. Saturday night, we'll double dip. First game, Philadelphia and Washington. Did the Commanders win? The Commanders won that game today against the Giants, correct?
Correct. I think 29-21.
Shout out to Washington.
Let's go Eagles. They righted the ship today. They needed that one. Had to take advantage of a backup quarterback on a ass team. And they did. Eagles 7.5 on the road.
You went a little too far. I said 6.5. It is only 5.5.
Okay. All right. Not bad. I got work to do.
Good job on them for not completely fumbling their life away. What a break for them to have this end of the season, by the way. Good Lord. Next up, it's the big one. It's the big one. Saturday night, marquee. Burkhardt and Brady will be there. KB, it's absolute. I need to work on my Brady impersonation. Absolute awesomeness. Packers at Bears. It's really cool that these games matter.
Packers. $2.5.
I think you nailed it. Yeah, you did. I said Packers -3. You got it right on the money.
I was gonna go 3.5 because when they played at Lambeau a couple weeks ago, that was like 6.5, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 6.5.
And so I thought, all right, they're on the road, and without Micah, I'm gonna err on the side of closer to 0. So there we go. I'm on the board.
I'm not saying this line is going to be. I'm not saying this line is going to completely go to the Bears, but I think this is going to be at least 1.5 by game time. I will not be shocked if this is a pick 'em by kickoff. I think Sharps will heavily slam Chicago.
We'll see. I don't know if I'd go that far, but it'll be interesting to see.
Sunday S tier. Bucks. I can't believe that I put this here, but it's the game that means the
I
most.
was gonna say by default it kind of is gonna be here, and it's gonna be the way these teams can play some weeks. It's gonna be kind of shitty from time to time, probably.
Bucks at Panthers. Whomst would have thunk that the Carolina Panthers would A, be in Sunday S tier, and B, have it happen in the middle of December. Have it happen 5 days before Christmas. Good for them.
Here's the problem with what happened today for the Buccaneers. Panthers were on their bye last week, and we asked, is there roller coasters of ups and downs alternating weeks? Was the bye week going to be considered one of them, or will they offset their last game's win over the Rams? Would the bye count as the loss and they jump right back with a win today, but they lost? So that means you get the Bucks next week and in 3 weeks,
and
they win every other game. So chalk it up. Panthers are they're gonna beat the Bucks. They're gonna lose to the Seahawks. They're gonna beat the Bucks. It's science. It's proven, and it has happened all season long.
That first one especially is at home, but you're right. I love how you said it's science. Do you have some clipboards?
It is.
Do you have a trench coat? Do you have a lab coat back there?
I don't. The only time it's not happened for them this year was week 1 when they lost to the Jaguars. And then the next week, they also lost to the Cardinals. Since they beat the Falcons 30-0, everything has been alternating wins and losses. No, I take that back. They also did win 2 in a row against the Dolphins and the Cowboys. But not since October 12th have they won or lost back-to-back games.
And outside of the Atlanta game, where Bryce went bananas, they've basically all been home and road. It's pretty
Yeah,
much
let's
been
see
home road
here.
splits.
Well, then they
Oh
lost.
yeah, they
to
lost the
Saints.
Saints
They got
game.
swept by the Saints
Hilarious.
and got depantsed by the Bills at home.
Correct. Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of home wins, road losses in there too.
What you got?
Oh, let's see. We said at Panthers. Let's go Panthers 1.5.
See, here's the thing. I might take Carolina, but I guessed the line correctly. It is Bucks minus 2.5.
There you go. So I was right to not give the Panthers the power rating of being higher, but
I don't think Carolina deserves to be favored in a game like this. Even though the Buccaneers are clearly dying in front of our eyes slowly.
yeah, no kidding.
Did you see Todd Bowles in the post-game presser?
I heard about it, but I didn't watch it. I didn't.
He was having himself an evening. He was an angry boy.
Wow.
Next up, Happy Cat Dance. It is the Jacksonville Jaguars on the road to take on the Denver Broncos. AFC Championship preview? Probably not, but it would be cool. Also, this was the AFC title game in 1998, I believe. What was the year the Broncos beat one of those Broncos Super Bowls years when they went back to back? The AFC title game was Jags in Denver.
Okay. Mark Brunell days.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
This has the potential to be a major statement game for the Jaguars on the road. If you can come into their house and look as good as you've looked over the last month, I think the world will be on notice. However, Broncos at home. Give me Broncos 3.5.
I said 4.5, and you got it right. I said it is Broncos, the old razzle dazzle. It is Broncos minus 3. So it's one of those ones that doesn't have a hook that you get right. So that's a rarity.
I'll take it. Take it when I can get it.
Mid but still watchable tier. We have 3 of them. First up, Chargers Cowboys in Dallas. Dallas needs to win out to even have a chance. Chargers pretty much did everything but lock up a playoff spot today. But unless they tie in the end of the year with the Colts, then the Colts on the tiebreaker because Indy beat them. But that's the only real path that Dallas. That's the only real scenario where Indy doesn't. Or excuse me, that's the only scenario where the Chargers don't get in.
Okay. Chargers on the road. Let's take them and go Chargers 3.5.
Well, that's hilarious. We tied. We both said Chargers minus 3.5. Are you ready?
Oh God.
It is the Dallas Cowboys favored by 1.5.
Interesting. They didn't learn their lesson when they had the Chargers as a 4.5 point underdog last week. I guess for today.
I lied. Chargers are minus 1.5. I'm sorry. Chargers are favored by 1.5.
Oh, okay.
I read that wrong.
Okay.
I think on a different.
Well, that makes more sense at least.
Yeah, I think on ESPN when I was looking at the game scores from earlier, I saw it flipped, so that was on me.
Hey, it's very possible. I've seen some incorrect scroll text where I'm like, yeah, you guys screwed that up.
So we tied. Next, Steelers at Lions.
Steelers at Lions. Let's go Detroit. And I mean, there's a chance these two teams could have the same record. If Steelers win tomorrow, are they 7-6, right?
Yeah, you're right. That's
Yeah,
correct.
so it could be a couple of 8-6 teams. But I will go Lions 5.5.
Again, we tied. I also said 5.5. It is the full Monty. It is Lions -7.
All right.
They should call this we should call this batch
full
tied,
David.
but still watchable. What?
The full David.
The full David. Or
Montgomery. Monty.
well, there you go. Yep, yeah, nice. We should call this segment mid but still tied. Mid, tied, still watchable. Mid but tied watchable. Tied but still watchable. Next up, last one. I only put this in here because this game matters to the Dolphins. Bengals in Miami.
And no longer on Sunday Night Football.
Correct. I guess if Miami loses tomorrow, they're pretty much eliminated.
Yeah, I would have to assume they were behind Kansas City, and Kansas City got eliminated because enough teams won and they lost. So yeah,
However,
I cannot imagine a world where Miami can win and still be alive.
I can only imagine what you'll say to DJ if the Dolphins win tomorrow and they're alive longer than the Chiefs. Though you were pretty nice to him today, which
I've been hard enough on him and the Chiefs lately.
It's not. You can't be
his
his
quarterback only has one leg now.
Yeah.
I can't rub it in.
You can't talk shit after. You can't sit there and like talk shit playfully when the quarterback breaks or tears his leg. Like
Yeah,
that kind of like
it's bad form.
Yeah, DJ, you lucky duck. We can't even be dicks to you now because we feel bad for you because Mahomes got hurt, bro.
I'm gonna shave everything but my mustache for Minshew next week. Just kidding.
Honestly, I'm with you.
But Bengals, Dolphins.
I don't know what you would look like without a mustache, but when I have only a mustache, I look like Farva from Super Troopers.
It's not a great look. If I have a hat on, like a baseball cap, I can kind of get by with it. But if I don't have a hat on, it does not look good.
Can I get a liter of cola? Have you seen that movie? Please tell me.
I feel like I've just seen bits and pieces.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I know the movie you're talking about. I think I can picture the guy you're talking about.
Fuck it.
No, if I just have a mustache, I look like I shouldn't be allowed near a school.
You said it,
but
sir.
I feel like most people with just a mustache look like they should not be near schools.
More on News at 9.
Dolphins at home with a shot. Let's go Dolphins 1.5.
You said Dolphins 1.5? You nailed it. Because I'm pretty sure it's Dolphins 1. I said 2.5. I'm pretty sure you got this. Yep, you got it right.
Nice. Feels right.
I initially wrote Cincy down, and then I was like, wait a minute. No, they're 4 in a billion. They're not favored.
Yeah.
We got this one. Let's see. This one was me.
We've got some poop this week.
It is a 6-pack of Jurassic Park poop meme.
A couple of the games have at least one good team in them, but a couple of them, woof. And
tied.
One of these are much poopier than they would have been about 9 hours ago.
Very. Incredibly poopy. Big poops. Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to do something for. I got texted by one of my bosses. Should be in there. I thought it was Storm recaps. Yeah, there it is. Storm versus Bolts. Storm versus Bolts. All right. 6-pack of ass. Jurassic Park poop meme, Jeff Goldblum, Jurassic Park, big pile of shit. And next week, Sunday, there's a Pearson poop, Mike. Bills at Browns.
Check out the glutes on this guy. He's got a 6-pack on his ass.
Yeah. That was a good one. Bills at Browns.
Bills at Browns. That just sounds like a poop bowl. You got the Bills and you got the Browns. You got the bowls and you got the floaters and you got the turd emojis.
I don't know who did it today, but there was a moment in the game today where Shador overthrew a dude on the sideline, and it got caught by a guy. It got caught by a dude on the Bears sideline, and instantly when he caught it, he just did this. He threw the Shador up. I was like, all right, that's kind of funny.
Nice. Bills by a zillion. Let's go Bills. 12.5. Let's go big.
I don't know. I gotta hold on. Where did it go? Ooh,
I
got it.
I made the terrible mistake today in my DFS lineup. I did not realize that I put 3 Browns in it.
Oh, Jesus.
I took Fannin and Judkins and Shador because he was cheap. And after they started playing like complete shit, I thought, oh shit, I have 3 Browns in my lineup. And I came within 10 points of winning our league this week. There's 6 of us. We just do a DFS every week. And I was only 10 points out of the lead. So if I just had,
average
other non-Browns players, I probably could have won this week.
You were like, oh, wait. So you had no faith in my Bears then?
No, I didn't. I thought this defense is exploitable for at least some fantasy points. Did not prove to be the case. I made several lineup changes, but I switched Dart out and Shador in, and that did not work out.
I am a little shocked that they weren't able to run the ball at all today on us. I'm not shocked that Shador, who can be a little erratic, turned it over 3 times against the defense that has the most takeaways in the NFL. Not shocked at that.
I would have taken him sucking, but I didn't expect them both to suck. Fannin at least got me like 10 or 12 points, so he was cheap enough, and that was decent enough for me. But anyway.
I thought Caleb was awesome today. Did you see the touchdown pass he had?
Mm-mm.
Oh God, he had his. Been a while since he's had like one that went for this type of play, but he had a USC throw today.
Nice.
Roll into his right, kind of jumping fade away into the corner of the end zone. It went right over the safety and into the bucket for DJ Moore.
Nice.
Pretty sick.
So what'd you say the Bills spread was?
Oh, 10.5. I said 9.5. It is 10.5.
Oh, shoot. So I overshot by 2 and you were under by 1.
Correct.
Damn.
All right. 4-3 me. Next up, Jets Saints. Blech. Here's what I will say. Shout out to the Jets for scoring 20 points today.
Is Cook the real deal?
107. I mean, not really, but Tyler Shuck. I'm just going to spoil it for you. Tyler Shuck's favored in an NFL game.
Oh, I 100. Yeah, I would have picked that as well.
Who would have thought? Go ahead though.
And God dang, am I about to say it's more than a field goal too? Let's go Saints. Barely 3.5.
We tied again. We both said 3.5. I said, we both said 3.5. It is 4.5.
God damn it! I was leaning that way, and I talked myself out of it. But I'll take the tie.
The battle of next up, the battle of that white boy got a little motion to him. J.J. McCarthy versus Jackson Dart, aka the Vikings and the Giants.
Not a lot on the line, but it can be fun.
Them white boys got some motion to them.
Okay, Giants, Vikings.
Who can do the better? Who can do the better this touchdown celebration? Which I
Shopping cart, anybody?
yeah. Now what we're doing? We're starting the mower.
Oh man. But are we throwing touchdowns to Justin Jefferson? Absolutely not.
Hey, I've got to be, dude. I didn't watch a whole. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch much of that game tonight. Because I was busy doing some other stuff to prepare for this and to get ready for the week. But JJ threw some shit. He was balling.
He looked good. He looked good tonight.
Yes, the Cowboys are a make-a-wish defense, but they're pros, man. If you look good, you look good, man. He looked really good. So shout out to JJ. Good for them.
I'm gonna go Vikings on the road 2.5.
Great pick. Because you got it right. Holy shit! I said 3.5. It is 2.5.
Nice.
You are out here. You are out here, Nick Brinks.
What are the standings right now for the week? I feel like I'm in the ballpark.
I think it's 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 to 3.
So we're tied. That's all I care about. I just got a tie.
Next up, this. Pray for everyone. Is there even a line on this game? Oh boy, there's not. We might just be. This one might just get tossed from the record book.
Chiefs Titans?
That is correct.
Well, we'll make picks anyway, and they'll just be stricken from the record.
There is a line on ESPN Bet, which that's not even
Okay.
ESPN Bet anymore. It's technically DraftKings.
It's score bet here in Iowa.
Yeah, score bet. It gives DraftKings on the ESPN app. It gives DraftKings. So I have a line from DraftKings.
We'll go Chiefs. And 4.5.
Did we tie? We did tie. I said 2.5. It is 3.5.
Okay.
It opened at 11.5.
Oh, before Mahomes got hurt.
Yeah.
No faith in Minshew, huh?
So things we learned here: Patrick Mahomes worth 8 points.
Damn.
Seems low. Not gonna lie.
And ironically, is this still Kansas City's most favored spread in a while?
No, they were 5.5 today. They were 3 and they
Oh,
were 4.5 last week.
Yeah, I was thinking 4.5. Because last week when we did this pick, it was 4.5 KC.
And you said I'm taking the Chargers, and I said dicey, and then they won anyway. Next up, Battle of the Birds. This game honestly might bang. Falcons on the road against the Cardinals.
The game should be fun.
The game could honestly be really good.
It won't have anything up for grabs, but it should be fun.
Like, considering it's in the 3 o'clock window, like, this game making the quad box for the 3 o'clock window is like absolutely worth having up.
I mean, for the last 2 months, there has been no better team to watch fantasy-wise in garbage time than the Arizona Cardinals.
Just Trey McBride and Michael Wilson just winning teams leagues.
And Jacoby Brissett just racking up the TDs.
While winning no games.
Yeah. Oh. Falcons on the road. 2.5.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to FanDuel. All right. I said 1.5. It is 1.5. for Atlanta. Sorry. Kirk Cousins' numbers, I saw this hilarious stat where it was like him versus the Bucks and then him versus everyone else. I was like, that's good. Great joke. Last but not least for the poop meme, Vegas at Houston. Batten down the hatches, bud. Gino, you're going to die.
Texans. $11.5.
You are incorrect. I said 13.5, and even I was short. It is 14.5.
Jesus. Damn.
Okay. Sunday night. Pats at Ravens.
Patriots on the road. 3.5.
You're taking the Patriots as favorites.
Yes.
Right? I just want to make sure that that's what you said, right?
Yes.
Okay, because you're wrong. 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I said Baltimore minus 1.5. It is Baltimore minus 2.5.
Damn.
Do you forget that
All
the
right.
Ravens are like Vegas's darling?
This is the first game of the week where I'm making a note. Patriots plus 2.5.
Okay.
Granted, I did that with 3 games last week, and I went 1-2. But the Patriots.
Yeah, but you were
started off.
on the path. Now I will say this: I think this line is correct. I think this is a desperate. Now, do I think? I don't think these teams are equal power ratings wise. I get it. Like desperate Ravens team, they needed a little bit more. Patriots first loss in a long time. I get it. Lastly, but surely not leastly, Monday night, Colts in Dadtown against Colts at home in Dadtown against the Niners.
Think there will be a lot of Chargers jerseys in the house? Making the trip up from San Diego
To
cheer on Phillip Rivers, man.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Now, if this was like at LA, I could see it because the Charger fans are probably like, fuck that. We're gonna root for our former quarterback, but not our current team because you guys left us for LA. But 49ers on the road. 7.5.
I got this dead on. It was
you pulled away down the stretch.
I did go for it for my last 4. And let's see. 1, 2. I guess I did say Baltimore 2.5 in that last one, and it was 2.5. So 3 of the last 4 I got dead on. And it's 5.5. So
All right.
I had a pretty good stretch there to end it.
Nice.
Proud of myself. All right, we did good.
Hell
Nicholas? Any fun final thoughts?
Hopefully tomorrow night, Miami stays alive. That's what I'm hoping for. They've not been getting the help. I'm clinging to this 80-1 FanDuel ticket to
You're
make
like,
the playoffs from like 5 weeks ago. And the odds got down to 40-1, I believe, last week when the Bills were down.
Oh yeah.
But now they're at like 100-1. So it's not great.
Here's all I care for as a disinterested Dolphins fan. Just don't get embarrassed.
You mean don't get embarrassed tomorrow night?
Correct.
Now, if they get embarrassed, then it's like, okay, well, it was not meant to be.
Well, I'm just saying, like, they've kind of restored a little bit of goodwill. They've gotten me to the point. I was never really on the get rid of McDaniel train, but there was a moment where I was like, the team's kind of losing everything. Like, they should fire him. I think they should keep McDaniel because clearly the team did not quit. They had every reason to quit. like about 5 times, and they did not. So clearly he has the pulse of the locker room. I think they need an upgrade at quarterback, and I think they still need to get better around the margins. The defense is what really needs to get better. The defense is a disaster. But also the quarterback. The quarterback sucks. But mainly, like, don't get embarrassed tomorrow, because that would erase a lot of goodwill. Like, if they go in there and lose a close game, then shit happens. You know what I mean? But like, if they go in there and do what they have done in a lot of these spots where they just get flatlined, then that would kind of be like, okay, not good. So
yeah, we'll see. Should be fun though.
We'll see if they can even my bar is in hell for them, and who knows, maybe they still won't be able to clear it.
If I remember right, I don't think the Dolphins have ever beaten Aaron Rodgers.
Ever?
But don't quote me on that. 2018 they lost. 2014 they lost. 2022 they lost. I guess they played last year and they lost, and that was Jordan Love, so that wasn't him. But
yeah,
the only one that they may have, I'd have to go back and look at like 2010. I don't remember what happened in 2010.
Didn't they beat him with Joe Philbin? They won on a last-second field goal in Green Bay. Was Aaron Rodgers?
The only Joe Philbin game that I remember would have been 2014, and I'm pretty sure Rodgers used a fake spike against the Dolphins, and he won late.
He did. Yeah, I remember that game because that was the year Miami was actually pretty good, but they lost. They lost like 2 or 3 like insane heartbreakers. They lost at the gun base.
So Rodgers threw a touchdown with 3 seconds left to win by 3 in 2014.
Yep. That year, too.
2018, they got smoked, and I was at that game. That sucked.
They got smoked at home?
In Green Bay, I went to that one.
In 2018. Who was on
Christmas 2022, Green Bay won 26-20, and that's when Tua was playing well, and then he got concussed and threw like 3 interceptions in the fourth quarter.
I was eating Christmas dinner while Tua was fumbling the entire bag. I wanted to kill somebody.
So 2010, Miami did beat Green Bay. So they did beat Aaron Rodgers with Chad Henne at quarterback.
2014, that Dolphins team kind of ripped. Tannehill had a great year, but they lost 3. They lost 3 insane heartbreakers. They lost that Packers game in Detroit. They lost in Detroit basically on a last-second play, and they lost in Denver on like a last-second play. That was a heartbreaker season for me as a like invested Miami Dolphins fan. Now I'm a non-invested Miami Dolphins fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Miami's offense that day: Chad Henne, Ronnie Brown, Brandon Marshall, and Cameron Wake. And who's this? Jason Allen. Brandon Marshall. He passed away, right?
The linebacker?
No, the receiver. Am I thinking of somebody else?
No, he did not pass away.
Who the hell? Brandon Marshall. Why did I think he died?
I have zero idea.
He's 41 years old. He's alive.
You're insane. What was their record here? They were 2 and 2. They lost to the Packers, but then they started hooping. They ripped off 3 in a row. They lose a heartbreaker to Detroit. They blast the Bills. They lose a heartbreaker to Denver, and then they kind of died to end the season. But yeah, it was shitty. I was like, this team might be good. Nope. So yeah.
Joe Philbin.
Shout out to Joey Philbin. And then the next year they sucked so bad that Dan Campbell got put as their interim head coach.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was fun times. All right. Well, hey, who knows? We'll see if they can. We'll see if we. I will not allow them to ruin my day tomorrow because I don't really care. I am emotionally distraught from this team, and the Bears have my back right now. So knock on wood.
Yeah. Thankfully, the odds are so long that if they miss the playoffs, it's not gonna wreck me. It's not like if they're the 6 or the 7 seed right now and they're in the driver's seat to make the playoffs and they lose, which is what they normally do.
It do be that
But
way.
I'll hope for the best. Just stay alive. It's all that matters.
All right. Good job today.
We did it.
We did it. That's going to do it for the Educating Ignorance podcast. We'll see you guys next week. If you ain't got your game, you best pass the sticks. I think we'll be on next Sunday. I work like a 16-hour day next Saturday. I'm going to be pooped. So I'm going to be watching the Bears game. I'm going to know the result, and then I'm going to watch the Bears game until to decompress until 2 a.m. And then I might sleep all day Sunday. So I don't know. We might go next Monday. I'm not sure yet. So we'll see. But regardless,
flexible.
We're inching closer to the postseason, where things get weird. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to have to try to drag you on so you can do a second show with me every week for the playoffs.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. Usually you come alive for it.
I try.
All right. Well, thanks as always, partner. Be great. We'll see y'all next week. Thanks for hanging out.